This is a message from the Dark Divine Feminine. This message revolves around Friday the 13th, which is a portal that we are just coming off of. So stay if you feel called. Otherwise, go ahead and scroll along. Welcome to Peace and Rent, where we drop gems and we speak for them. I got this message on Friday, but I was not able to integrate or understand the message until today, the 15th, which is also Father's Day. So it's kind of ironic, if you will, being that this is a message from a lot of dark, divine, feminine, motherly type archetypes. Okay. Wow. So this is a sacred transmission, and everybody might not understand, and that's okay. I'm not for everybody, and I know that, but I am doing this on behalf of dark, divine, feminine energy. So let's cleanse this space really fast. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides connected to us in unconditional love and light, wanting to see us walk our highest path for the greatest good. Please step into this space with us. Allow this message to find who it needs to find. Allow them to understand and understand this message on a soul level. If this is meant to activate something within them, I ask that you allow it to do so. I know this message won't be for everyone, but I know and I trust that this will find exactly who it needs to, because this is a truth that has been suppressed. I'm hearing distressed, warped, and just I'm hearing like misrepresentation, okay, things of that nature. All right, so some energies that might be significant are Santa Muerte, Lilith, Saint Martha, Marie Laveau, Sekhmet, Hecate, Kalima, Mary Magdalene, or Oya. Also keep hearing, is it Philomena Lubana? I also keep hearing Mami Wata, okay? Just to name a few of the energies that are coming through. Also, Isis could be significant, okay? What actually spawned this transmission is I was sitting with Santa Muerte, and she had me pull two cards, and I pulled the Two of Cups and the Devil card. The theme of this is about integration of the past and integration of the future, which is morphing you into who you are in the present. Okay, this integration is of dark and light energy, also masculine and feminine energy. As I said earlier, Friday the 13th is significant. If you shifted after Friday the 13th, that is because you have gone through this sacred portal. Okay, it is a portal. It is a activation of divine feminine, of dark feminine energy. Okay, also other keywords are union, whole, complete. Some angel numbers are 456, 222, 444, 555. I'm also hearing 9s, and 7s could also be significant. Also 666, because that's actually a number of balance. Okay. Without further ado, I'm gonna read this transmission. I'm not gonna add anything to it. I'm just gonna read it and let it be, because there are light code activations within this message. And if you feel like this is too much of like a riddle or a puzzle, it may not be for you, and that's okay. It's meant to be designed. It's designed to be this way. I transmitted this channel this way, because this is how it was given to me. And I want to honor the sacredness of what these energies shared with me. Okay. So, of course, like I said, I specifically sat with Santa Muerte, but this was in honor of all of the divine feminine energies I had just mentioned. Also 444 on the time, okay? Divine protection, divine guidance. For too long, you've moved through life with shame, suppressing parts of yourself because they told you were too much. Let it be known, it is not your darkness they fear. It is your light that threatens them and shines on their own shadows and darkness they find comfort in. You can easily see their shadows and what they avoid shedding light on to really view and understand themselves and how they can grow and be better. Whole, true, complete. It's easy to hide in the shadows, moving under the radar, unseen, no accountability, with a victim mentality. It is the light that is feared, seen as too much, too bright, too out there, because the light illuminates the truth. That is why it is our inner child who often needs healing, our innocence and purity stolen from us too soon because of those who find our light to be overbearing and uncomfortable. How dare you shine when they have not yet embraced their own inner flame? Who gave you permission in a world where being bright means you're showing off and you think you're better than everyone else? Be not confused. They lied to you. For it is not your darkness they fear, it is your light, because it negates their excuses of why they remain in and choose darkness and chaos. They prefer not to be seen. For being seen might just reflect to them their own shadows, darkness, entities, and demons that they house within themselves. So instead, they will tell you that you're afraid of your darkness, and this is what you're afraid of within yourself. So that is where you will fixate and focus on further projecting fear, instead of telling you that pursuing the path of light is what's really scary, because it requires soul level acceptance and unconditional love for all that you are, your strengths and your weaknesses, your dark and your light. But the path of light is the real freedom, not the dark that they tell you to embrace. You come from darkness. That is the womb space. This is where we are naturally most comfortable. You don't even know or understand what's in the darkness if you have no light to clarify or illuminate. Let that sink in. Rewind this if you feel called. It was never your darkness that they were afraid of. You'll notice that most people find comfort and they find you easy to be around when you're in your darkness, when you are in the places and spaces where you don't feel confident enough, because the playing field feels leveled for them. So you are more digestible, more acceptable to be around. Notice when your light begins to shine, how they become agitated and irritable, and they no longer wish to be around you as often as they once were, because it's intolerable for them, because you shed light on the things in their darkness. You only even know what's in your darkness if you have the light, because you cannot see in the dark, which is why you use a what? A flashlight, a lantern, a candle, a flame. Most of you get stuck in thinking that you're supposed to be exploring and embracing your dark side, but the truth is that you're already comfortable in doing so, which is why you are here to be a light worker, or you may be referred to as an earth angel. You may find yourself in dark places and spaces, but this is not because this is where you are meant to be. It's because this is where you are meant to illuminate the path for those who are in places and spaces that you once were in, that you used to find comfort in. You're not supposed to turn your light off and sit in the darkness with them to make them feel safe, because they're afraid of what they're seeing when your light begins to beam on the shadows. They're supposed to be uncomfortable. Good. They should be afraid. It's in that fear that we take action. Dear child, it was never your darkness. It was always your light. Think of the people around you. How many people do you know that are actually high vibrational? How many people do you know that actually try to stay positive? And I'm not talking about toxic positivity, but the ones who see their darkness, they know their traumas, they know their triggers, they know the things that make them uncomfortable, but they don't blame that on others. They just take that in as awareness to build themselves up, to grow, to ascend, to strengthen their inner flame. You're not afraid of the dark. You're afraid of what's in it. But you can only ever see and know what's in the dark if you found your light, or if you're around someone else who emits such light, because they will always illuminate your shadows and your darkness, your truths, and all that you are, and all that you have been hiding from. May this message find who it is meant for. I hope you find these gems to be activating, as sacred as I do today. Whatever you decide to do with these gems, may love lead you. May peace hold you. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the time. I love y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Don't let this go over your head. I'll see y'all next time.